Guide for Pyromancer. Hello there, this is a short guide for DragonFable's Pyromancer class. Pyromancer is a very tanky class that can passively heal significant amounts of health whilst building up powerful burst attacks. It is also one of the top 3 DC classes alongside Kathool Adept and Chaosweaver. This class is obtained from Cicero's Superstore of Savings for 1800 DCs. Class mechanics. To start, we will have Pyromancer's main mechanic, Magefire, which is split into 3 passives: Healing Magefire, Consuming Magefire, and Devouring Magefire. Pyromancer starts with Healing Magefire. If you are in Healing Magefire, you can switch your Magefire passive to Consuming Magefire by using your regular attack and vice versa. Furthermore, if you are in Consuming Magefire, using Rebirth will switch your Magefire passive to Healing Magefire. This doesn't work the other way around. In order to build Magefire stacks, we use the Pyromancer's Flame skill. Each time you stack Pyromancer's Flames onto an enemy, you gain 1 stack of Magefire, capping at 5 stacks. This is shown by the number of flames on the widget above the attack button. Healing Magefire heals you by 1% on your maximum HP per turn, with each stack of Magefire up to a maximum of 5% HP per turn, and Consuming Magefire gives your skills plus 20 crit with each stack of Magefire, up to a maximum of plus 100 crit. Once you get 5 stacks of Magefire, all of Pyromancer's skills gain 75% base damage. As an example, Full Throttle goes from a skill with 128% base damage normally to a skill with 195% of base damage with all 5 stacks of Magefire active. Along with that, you can use Conflagration, which changes your Magefire, consuming or healing, passive to Devouring Magefire for 6 turns inclusive. While Devouring Magefire is active, you instead heal 10% of your maximum HP per turn, up from 5% gain plus 200 crit on all your skills, and all of Pyromancer's skills gain 150% base damage, up from plus 75%. In addition, Pyromancer's skills are normally locked to fire, and if you want to change to your weapon element, all your skills lose 10% base damage. Click on the widget above to attack button to change your element to fire or weapon element. Furthermore, Pyromancer skills will gain 5% base damage if INT or DEX is your highest main stat, and 15% base damage in your INT and DEX are both higher than your STR and equal to each other. Stats. You should use END to increase your healing and survivability in boss fights. Invest the remaining points in either DEX or INT. Even though DEX or INT increases the damage of your skills, you'll lose more damage from having less base damage. Key skills and rotation. The most important skills for Pyromancer are as follows. Pyromancer's Flames, always try to use it in order to build Magefire if you can, as this is what allows you to passively heal health. Number 2, Conflagration activates your burst from Devouring Magefire. Number 3, Endkittle, plus 75 res to either fire or your weapon element, hence mitigating from the damage from the enemy's nuke, in addition to plus 25 boost. Number 4, to Ashes, purges debuffs and does more damage with each status purged. Number 5, Rebirth is a full heal and it purges debuffs, though do keep in mind that it also purges Devouring Magefire. Fire Chains and Magma Bubble aren't as crucial defensively, and you generally want to use them if you absolutely need to dodge an attack, and if in Kettle to Ashes Rebirth won't work. The rotation for Pyromancer can best be split up into 3 separate phases: a build-up phase, a burst phase with Conflagration, and an off-cycle burst phase. Keep in mind that unlike with, say, Eternal Epoch, you will need to build up Magefire every time the DOT expires on the enemy. During the build-up phase, you ideally want to use Pyromancer's Flames as much as possible to quickly build up Mage Fire, whilst protecting yourself with the defensive skills if necessary. Ideally, your burst phase under the Devouring Fire will go as follows: in Kittle, Conflagration, plus Malcifer, then Multi, then Phoenix, Multi, to Ashes, Multi. Your off-cycle burst phase without Conflagration should ideally go as follows: in Kittle, Malcifer. Then you can use any damaging skill for your filler until Mage Fire expires. Strengths and weaknesses. Pyromancer's biggest strength is that it heals significant amounts of health, making it very difficult to kill via attrition, and as such, it tends to perform very well in long fights. Another key strength is that your burst, once Mage Fire is set up, is significant. With a fed dragon, you can generally do around 8k damage in the 6 turns that you have Devouring Mage Fire active. However, Pyromancer has 3 notable weaknesses. The first weakness is that Pyromancer's shield is very weak, being only 140 BPD shield. This means Pyromancer can struggle if a boss frequently uses auto-crit nukes or nukes with increased bonus. The second weakness is that due to the fact that Pyromancer's main skill, Pyromancer's Flames, is 7 hits, means that it struggles against bosses with anti-hit count mechanics. Lastly, Pyromancer struggles if the enemy purges effects on itself, as that gets rid of your Mage Fire. Conclusion. However, despite these weaknesses, Pyromancer's high healing and respectable burst damage means that it can still be an excellent class overall, especially in the numerous long fights where it can outlast the enemy. For more info, check the DragonFable endgame wiki link in the description. What do you think about Pyromancer? Let me know in the comments below. Thank you for watching the video. This video was voiced by Blue Tiger Inc. Studios.